Dog, these conspiracy TikToks, creepy. You want to check out the original video? Link will be in the description below. This is the quickest intro I ever did. Let's go, dog.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
Hang on, I have the perfect one. On March 8th, 2014, Flight 370 from Malaysia mysteriously vanished. Disappeared from every single radar, was just gone without a trace. So, on March 18th, a guy named Ty uploaded a video to Twitter of what seemed to be a voicemail from Flight 370. The code was in the NATO phonetic alphabet, which read, S, danger, SOS, it is dire for you to evacuate. Be caution, they are not human. Whole bunch of numbers, SOS, danger, SOS. So, naturally, this drew a lot of attention. Twitter was freaking out. Someone found that if you put the numbers from the voicemail into Google Earth, that they were actually coordinates and gave you a location. This location just so happened to be the last known location of Flight 370 from Malaysia. The recording that Ty received was actually the black box recording from Flight 370. After Ty posted the video and drew a bunch of attention, some weird stuff started happening to him. More in part 2.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
Alright, part 2. So before this whole thing even happened, Ty tweeted something a little weird. He tweeted, okay, I'm sitting in front of my house in my car, and this guy started taking pictures of my house with flash. Literally, what the fuck, it's 3 a.m., I'm going to die tonight. And then he received the voicemail 3 days after. After the video went viral, he started receiving strange DMs in another language and some in Morse code. When someone translated one of the messages, it read, end the post you just shared about the recording on your phone. Ty was obviously freaked out and tweeted, excuse me, what is going on? Other users began piecing together that this was in fact the black box recording. And that's why it gave coordinates. Other users began piecing together.
And the black box records records the last interactions with a plane. That's why it's an SOS and save our ship. It was trying to warn us.
That this was in fact the black box recording. And that's why it gave coordinates. And that it was possible that Flight 370 encountered something non-human. That's when someone translated the message in Morse code, which translated to, they are taking over April 18th, 2018. Then everyone thought the world was going to end. Then things take another weird turn. Last part in part 3.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
Third and final part. After receiving those threatening DMs, Ty decided to deactivate his Twitter, which immediately led people to believe that he was lying and it was a big hoax. And then another user, Aaron, who figured out that the coordinates for the last known location of Flight 370, tweeted this. Pause to read. This made...
He wasn't capping. Hold on, let me go back.
Tweeted this. Pause to read.
Can we all just agree that this isn't true? I regret ever saying this. It was literally the most far-fetched conspiracy theory, and I don't even believe it. Never thought it would be hyped up this much. Can everyone relax now?
This made everyone question Ty's validity and whether or not he was lying about the entire thing. Then people noticed that Ty's profile picture was similar to someone else's. This is Ty's page straight away, and they noticed that he looked identical to Homicide. To clear any confusion, Homicide posted this. Pause to read. So Ty explained that To clear any confusion, Homicide posted this. Pause to read.
I posted a voicemail. Man, you read it, dog. It's like AT&T, dog.
So Ty explained that all of the attention was too much and pretty creepy, so he deactivated his account and made a new one. He claimed he never lied about the post and the voicemail was in fact real. Unfortunately, no other connections were made, and this is pretty much where this conspiracy theory ends. But Shane Dawson did do a video on this, including an interview with Ty.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
The missing 411 conspiracies. Thousands of people go missing in national forest. Some of them are found dead. Some of them are never found again. But the ones who are found always say they don't want to talk about it or they can't remember what happened.
I'm telling you,
some kids especially do remember, but the stories they tell are really far-fetched.
Because you won't believe a kid. Nobody will believe a kid. I don't know where that little rap came from, but yep, that one definitely get me. See, like, don't get me wrong, dog. When we see the ones pop up where it's like celebrities and ish, if you notice, I never speak on it. It ain't because I walk on eggshells. Hell no, that's not me. It's because I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't give a f about those ones. Me personally, I always felt like those ones, like, yeah, those are put there easy, distraction for me to bite the bait. That way they can get more paid. The label get more paid. Keep me distracted. I was like, no, those ones bore me. They feel too easy. Now the ones about politicians, this planet, off this planet. Shit, I don't know. Those ones, yeah, those ones definitely get me talking, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It be some creepy ish going on, dog. Even the whole simulation ish been getting me lately, man. But that one, I ain't gonna lie. I hope that one real. That one gonna be crazy. But let's go back.
411 conspiracies. Thousands of people go missing in national forest. Some of them are found dead. Some of them are never found again. But the ones who are found always say they don't want to talk about it or they can't remember what happened. Some kids especially do remember, but the stories they tell are really far-fetched and paranormal. So a lot of people just think they're delusional from the trauma. But here's the thing. The people who have been missing for hours upon hours or days upon days, there's even people missing for over a year. When they're found again, they're perfectly fine. They're not scratched up, they're not beaten up, they don't look like they've been starving. They're fine. One thing researchers have found
how you survive that far away, that many days?
Common is that there's always berries around the area people go missing, and that most people have dogs with them, and that bad weather always follows their disappearance, washing away any kind of footprints that they can track.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
Alright, so they say we've only discovered 5% of the ocean, meaning 95% of the ocean was unexplored, according to them. But if we haven't explored 95% of the ocean, how do they know the percent that we haven't explored?
Tripped me out. Someone left that comment the other day. I was like, ooh, I didn't even think about it that way. FBI, open
But
up.
if we haven't explored 95% of the ocean, how do they know the percent that we haven't explored? You haven't even been to it to be able to calculate how much we haven't explored. You can't explore 5% of the ocean and say, okay, that was 5%, and there's 95% left, if you don't even know how much there is in total. And they say they haven't explored all the oceans because they don't have technology that's able to sustain the pressure in the ocean. But they have technology that's able to sustain space. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Oh, well, yeah, duh, they have technology for space, but that doesn't mean they have to have technology for the ocean. It's basic science. If they wouldn't have explored space, like they supposedly said they did, and they would have blamed it on technology, y'all would have been like, oh yeah, facts. Of course they couldn't have gone to space. That's just outrageous. There's no type of technology that'll take us to space. And they're doing the same thing right now with the ocean. I bet you they've explored all the oceans. They know exactly what they found and they know exactly what they saw, which is why they came up with a random percentage.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
Disney World planned for Hillary Clinton to win in 2016, which led to some interesting results. If you don't know, Disney has what's called the Hall of Presidents at Disney World, where it's a bunch of animatronic presidents and they just like move around. It's really creepy, but it's also kind of cool. And every time there's a new president, there's gotta be a new animatronic. But these animatronics take a while to build and perfect. So Disney might have started ahead of time. And I'm about to show you Donald Trump's animatronic. And you'll notice it bears a striking resemblance to the person he was running against. This has haunted me in my dreams ever since I saw it, and now I humbly share it with you. It looks like they created the Hillary Clinton animatronic and we're like, yeah, we gotta fix it.
What's a conspiracy
It didn't look like animatronic, it looked like the AI art to me. That's what it looked like.
theory that absolutely blows your mind?
I read one the other day that said that 36% of all U.S. presidents have made contact with aliens at least once, starting with George Washington, and that every U.S. president since Grover Cleveland has met with them in a city called Telos in Mount Shasta, California. And this ancient city is actually connected to Middle Earth. And the reason they went to Middle Earth was because two ancient alien factions got in a nuclear war. And the reason they went to war was because one of them wanted to enslave us to mine gold. This nuclear war actually resulted in the death of Mars and almost resulted in the death of our planet. But instead, it caused Noah's flood. The aliens that didn't want to leave Earth went down to Middle Earth, where they reside to this day, but they're waiting for us to reach 5D so they can invite us into their world.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
That they stopped teaching kids cursive so they can no longer read the Declaration of Independence and know their rights. Scary thing is, it's accurate.
What's a conspiracy theory
I
that
never liked cursive, but I never looked at it that way neither.
It's accurate.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
Now this this is going to be rich. The biggest conspiracy theory has to be that we really take ourselves.
Let me go back. I don't know if dog smoke, but I guarantee he smokes the most fire weed. If he smoked weed, I don't know.
Now this is going to be rich. The biggest conspiracy theory has to be that we really take ourselves to be human. Now hear me out, because this thing is sneaky. What more than an ingenious conspiracy theory than a conspiracy that creates conspiracy theories about everything else? It's the most cosmic scapegoat. It's kind of like saying, what if the government created a fake group and called it the Illuminati, just so that you would be pointing in one direction instead of the other? I mean, the theory...
What did I just say, dog? Puberty, excuse me. What did I just say, man? I'm telling you that shit never got me like it got everybody else. Excuse me. My bad. That one made me get a little extra on you, dog. But I ain't gonna lie. We was just talking about that earlier. I told you, man, yo, it's some in the whole Illuminati shit that gets me. I ain't gonna lie. Some of the music ones that get me are where I'll think like, okay, yeah, that one is a little fishy. Definitely seem like some effed up ish going on. Boom, it'll put me in a little bit, but never to the point where it was like the politicians, this planet, off the planet, all this ish, whatever, the mental. It never grabbed me as much as those things grabbed me. Now, when those ones hit me, boom, dog, I am there, man. But I don't know. What I just said the same shit, dog. I told you, too easy. No, you gave me that one. Stop playing, man. Every game I play that I like, that I love, I get real competitive to the point where people hate to play me in it. I follow the rules. Don't get me wrong. But I'm gonna get, man, stop playing with me. Just make sure you always do your own research. I ain't gonna lie, I just be having fun with this ish overall.
It's conspiracy theories about everything else. It's the most cosmic scapegoat. It's kind of like saying, what if the government created a fake group and called it the Illuminati, just so that you would be pointing in one direction instead of the other? I mean, the theory itself shows in simple ways. Here's a prime example. So you want to quit smoking. So quit right now. Like right now. Crush that pack. Or stop smoking that USB stick that this mind calls a jewel. I mean, if you're really the mind, then it should be easy. But something else in thought form says no. So find out who that is and get back to me.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
Oh, you're gonna love this shit. Okay, so I was at work, right? One of my...
I watch him on IG a lot.
Absolutely blows your mind.
Oh, you're gonna love this shit. Okay, so I was at work, right? One of my coworkers, I was telling him about the video on this app where I'm like, yeah, someone thinks that air is like, doesn't exist. Like breathing is optional. And he was like, that's nuts. I'm like, I know, right? And then he's like, yeah, but like the moon doesn't exist. I said, what the fuck did you just say, Travis? What? And he was like, no, the moon isn't real. I'm like, then what the fuck am I looking at every night? Like, what is it, a flashlight? He's like, no, scientists still don't know. I'm like, yes, they do. Yes, they do, Travis, because it's the fucking moon. And he was like, oh, but he's like, calm down, dude. He's like, but I will say this also, I think Earth is a cube. And I said, I don't want to fucking work with you anymore, Travis. I swear to God.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
I love this. Okay, so because I hear this a lot, that there's a higher power that is after us and trying to keep us from waking up. In a relative aspect, it could be so, but in an absolute aspect, it starts to become a little fictional. Like in a relative aspect, some think that they created 9-to-5s to keep you at a lower vibrational level so that you never realize your true potential. Again, could be so because you're exchanging life force energy for currency. But in the absolute aspect, you spiritual being can manifest money to this form in ways and means beyond this mind's comprehension. So a 9-to-5 isn't out to get you. It's just a societal construct that you have the option to choose. So remember, in the relative, it always looks and feels like someone is out to get you. But in absolute, you can only imprison yourself.
What's an acting performance that was so good you forgot it was acting?
Damn, that was loud. Hold on. Oh, I be loving those movies, dog. They be so freaking good. I gotta watch some Tubi movies. No, I ain't gonna do that, dog, man. Them must be funny, too.
What's an acting performance that was so good you forgot it was acting?
Now that one was good. No celebrities, I ain't have to hear that. I'm a millionaire. I ain't have to hear that bullshit. Yeah, definitely was good. Hey, yo, I'm about to go and get up out of here. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, click that like button. I appreciate it. Enjoy your day, your morning, evening, night, whenever you're watching this video, dog. But I'm out.